body. I just need to what's the word? Get in shape. Has this ever happened to you? You're trying to think of an English phrase. You know that you know the phrase, but you can't think of it. Well, never fear. In today's lesson, I'm going to help you learn how to speak in English about exercise. And at the end of today's lesson, you are going to practice speaking with me about exercise. That's right. You'll get a chance to speak out loud with me so that you never forget how to speak in real English about this topic. Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com, and like always, I have created a free PDF worksheet for today's lesson. You will get all of today's important exercise phrases, including all of the phrases about regret, I wish I exercised more, all of the positive phrases. I have been going to the gym for 3 weeks now. And at the bottom of the worksheet, you will get a sample conversation so that you can practice speaking out loud just like an advanced English speaker, and another conversation that you can write out your answers to so that you can really use your own words and practice speaking in English. To get this free PDF worksheet, simply click on the link in the description, enter your name and email address, and voila, just like that, you will get this free worksheet in your email inbox. Plus, you want to know something cool? You never have to download my free worksheets again because I will automatically send them to you every week. You just sign up one time and I will continue to send them to you every single week. So sign up now, get the free PDF worksheet for today's lesson, and every week I will continue to send them to you. It is my gift to you. All right, let's get started with some common vocabulary phrases about exercise. Listen carefully because at the end of this lesson, you will be using these phrases to speak with me in English. These first phrases are about regret. Unfortunately, most of us don't exercise as much as we should. Is this you? Let me know in the comments if this is you. I know for me, I should exercise more too. So, how can we talk about this regret in English? You might simply say, I really need to exercise more. If you've noticed that your body hasn't been feeling as good, maybe you're gaining weight when you shouldn't gain weight, you might say, I really need to exercise more. Or you might say, I used to be fit. This phrase, fit, means healthy. It doesn't mean a specific weight or a specific look to your body, but for you, you used to be fit. That means I used to be in the past stronger, more capable of walking long distances, of hiking, maybe of running. You used to be more fit. Notice the quick pronunciation for this phrase, used to be. We combine together or link together used to sound like used to. Almost with a T in the middle there. I used to be more fit. I used to be more fit. I should really go back to the gym. Or you might say the phrase that I used at the beginning of this lesson, I need to get in shape. Do you know what a shape is? It's like a circle or a square or a heart or a triangle. So when we say I need to get in shape, are we talking about a particular shape, a circle, a triangle? Nope, it simply means I need to get my body healthy. I need to be more physically capable of walking down the street, of going for a run, of swimming in the pool. I need to get in shape. My muscles need to get stronger. The next phrase is a problem that most of us have. I just can't make myself go to the gym. This phrase, make myself, means that you do not have the internal motivation to just go to the gym every day. This is exceedingly hard, and as humans, really, most of us are not meant to do things alone. Most of us are meant to do hard things together. So when you have accountability, this is the best. So maybe for you, if this phrase is true, I can't make myself go to the gym. Maybe for you, it would be more helpful to do a class. Go to a Pilates class with your neighbor. Or maybe go for long walks together with a friend. Doing something together is often much easier. Or you might say, I can't find the motivation. Motivation has just gone off and is now lost. I can't find the motivation. Where are you, motivation? I can't find you. This might be true for English as well. You feel exceedingly motivated right before you go on a trip to the US, or maybe right before you have to give a presentation in English, but the rest of the time you just can't find the motivation. And what's the answer? Again, I think the answer is doing it together. So whether you're learning English together with someone or you are exercising with someone, this can be great motivation. For example, in my course, the Fearless Fluency Club, the best way that my students stay motivated to actually improve their English skills and to speak fluently is to speak together. When you can't find the motivation after a long day to just sit down and study an English lesson, that's hard. Well, the key to actually improving is knowing, okay, on Friday evening, I'm going to be talking with my English speaking group in the Fearless Fluency Club. So I better practice a couple days in advance so that I'm ready for Friday when I speak with this group. When you have that deadline, that group accountability, all of a sudden you find the motivation. So if you are lacking in motivation for learning English, I highly recommend that you join me in the Fearless Fluency Club. You can do this and have accountability, speak with other members in the group, and you can join for only $5 for your first month. This is a great trial offer. Try it for $5, see if you like it. The full price is $35 per month. So give it a try for $5, get that accountability, find the motivation. You can do it. There's a lot in common between exercise and English, isn't there? So to join the Fearless Fluency Club, just click the link in the description so that you can get that $5 for the first month trial offer. Another fun phrase, well, fun, but also sad, that we often use about exercise is, I'll start on Monday. Well, which Monday? I don't know which Monday. Maybe the next Monday, and the next, and the next, and the next. I'll start on Monday. We are used to pushing back or procrastinating a bit when it comes to tough stuff. A nice, full, long sentence that you might use is, I have such a hard time sticking to a workout routine. This phrase, sticking to something, is exactly what you could imagine. Sticking to a workout routine is not physically sticking, but it means continuing to do something. Maybe you do something for 1 week, but then after a week, you kind of find some excuses for not going for a run, not going for that walk, not going to the gym. I have a hard time sticking to a workout routine. Or you might simply say, I'm in a rut. A rut is kind of like a hole, that ditch on the side of the road, a rut. I'm in a rut. Usually I like to exercise, but right now I'm just in a rut. I need something new and exciting to help me get out and try exercising again. And to help you with this, in case this is you, if you are in a rut when it comes to exercise, I'm going to share with you in the free PDF worksheet, I'm going to share with you 3 YouTube workout videos that I enjoy and that I recommend doing if you feel like you're in a rut. You don't have to go anywhere. All you have to do is watch the YouTube video and follow along. They are beginner-friendly videos, so this will help you to get out of the rut, and you're doing it in English. So you're exercising and you're exercising your English. So great. Okay, enough with the negative, enough with the regret, the difficulties. Let's talk about positive phrases that you can use to talk about exercise. Because it is true, When you exercise, you feel better, you're proud of yourself. So let's use some phrases like that in English. You might simply say, I started walking recently. I started running recently. If you talk with your coworker and your coworker says to you, man, you're looking pretty good. You seem extra energetic lately. What's up? You could say, well, I started running recently. This gives you a boost of energy, a boost of confidence as well when other people notice the change in you. Something positive that you can also do is you might say, I track my steps. This is a fun way to see how much exercise you're actually getting. Maybe it will give you some motivation to go on an extra long walk. I track my steps. There's a lot of exercise apps on your phone that help you to track your steps, or you can be old school like me, and I purchased just a little step tracker and I clip it to my clothes. That way I don't need to keep my phone with me at all times, and it tracks how many steps I walk. I don't use this every day, but it's really interesting to do this if you're feeling in a rut. And maybe the answer is, well, I only walked 1,000 steps today. Oh, maybe that's why you're not feeling that great. So you can get some extra steps, and tracking them is a fun way to do that. Or you might say, I've been watching some exercise videos on YouTube, maybe the ones that I recommend in the free PDF worksheet. So if you want an easy and free way to work out, go to YouTube. If you want an easy and free way to learn English, here you are on YouTube. So you can do the same thing. And I will put those 3 recommended links in that PDF worksheet so that you can get started and just see if it's a good fit for you. Or you might say, I'm trying to get in better shape. If you are trying to go for a walk for 20 minutes every day, well, you're not trying to become an Olympic athlete, but you're trying to do something that is realistic for your life and your body. Great. You can say, I'm trying to get in better shape than I was last year. Well, there you are. Great work. A little more serious of a phrase is, I hit the gym after work. If you are lifting weights, if you're running on the treadmill, you might say, I hit the gym. Of course, you can just say, I go to the gym after work. But if you are feeling motivated, you're feeling excited about your workout routine, you might say, I hit the gym after work. Want to come? The last 3 phrases about exercise and working out are ones that might keep you motivated, possibly. One is a common phrase you'll see on a poster at the gym. And you can also say this, no pain, no gain. If you are trying to gain some muscles, gain some stamina in your running journey, well, you might have a difficult time. It might be really hard to get stronger. You might sweat. It might hurt your body. Well, you might say to yourself, no pain, no gain. Okay, so you're willing to go through the pain to do something difficult so that you can gain muscles. Or maybe with English, you're willing to work hard, do something that's outside your comfort zone, like speak to other people, so that you can gain more English skills. That's great. What is the number 1 reason why people want to exercise? This might be true for you, it might be true for someone you know. It is to lose weight. To lose weight. Sometimes this is a very positive motivator. You can see the number on the scale and you know that it's healthy for you to be this much less on the scale, so you are going to lose weight. But sometimes losing weight can be a really negative motivator. So you might try to say a phrase like this, because it's really hard to lose weight. If the number doesn't go down, what do? Do you continue exercising? No, you just say this phrase. I'd like to lose weight, but I also just want to feel better. So it will take a long time in order for you to lose weight. That's just how weight works. But you will start to feel better much earlier. And this is a great indicator that exercise is working for you, that it is important. If you feel better, that is the key, right? So I'd like to lose weight, but I'd also just like to feel better. Wonderful. Okay, and the last positive phrase is actually a question. This is a good one that you can ask a friend or a neighbor so that you can maintain motivation. Want to go for a walk with me every Tuesday evening? Want to go for a walk with me every Sunday afternoon? Want to walk your dog with me every Wednesday evening? This way you have a friend, you have accountability, and it's a little more interesting, right? Because you're with someone. So this is a great question to pose to someone else. Well, want to go for a walk with me every Tuesday evening? It will help me to get in shape, and it will help us to have a deeper friendship. I would love it. Okay, now that you have learned all of these important phrases about exercise, both the regret and the positive, I want you to take a look at this sample conversation. My husband Dan and I will be using the phrases that you just learned naturally in our conversation. I want you to listen out for those phrases because directly after this conversation, it will be your turn to speak. You are going to practice speaking with me about exercise. So let's watch this conversation with my husband Dan and then we'll practice together. Let's go.
Hey Dan, you look great. Have you been working out?
Yeah, thanks. I just started running recently, just a few times a week. I'm trying to get in better shape.
That's a great idea. I used to be more fit, but it's just so hard to stick to a workout routine.
I know. I've been watching some exercise videos on YouTube to stay motivated.
That's a great idea. I always say, I'll start on Monday, but I never do.
I used to say that too. Now I track my steps to keep motivated. Sometimes I even take a fitness class at the gym.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should hire a trainer. I just can't make myself go to the gym.
You don't have to go to a gym. Let's go on a walk every Tuesday evening. What do you think?
I think that is a great idea. No pain, no gain, right?
That's right. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, let's do it.
All right, now that you've watched that sample conversation, it's time to talk with me. Hooray! I love this part. So I'm going to be asking you a few questions about exercise, and I challenge you to be able to respond. Try your best to speak out loud. I'm going to pause after my questions, and in that pause, I want you to speak out loud. Of course, if you need to pause the video and speak for longer or think about your answer longer, that's totally fine. You're welcome to review and go back over this section as many times as you need to. That's the wonderful thing about learning English on YouTube. All right, let's get started talking about exercise. You ready? Let's do it. I'm having a hard time feeling motivated to exercise. Tell me, what kind of exercises do you like or do you want to try? Maybe I'll get some good ideas for myself too. Tell me, what do you like to do? Are you someone who's naturally motivated to exercise, or is it hard for you to stick to a workout routine? Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to stick to a workout routine, and I don't know what to do to help me stay motivated. What do you do when you want to get more motivation to exercise? Well, thanks so much for sharing your experience. Exercise is a tricky thing, so I really appreciate your honesty. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Well, great work talking about exercise with me, learning all of this vocabulary about exercise and then using it yourself. So the next step is to download the free PDF worksheet that goes with today's lesson. It includes all of the exercise vocabulary, definitions, sample sentences, the sample conversation between Dan and I, and also there's a section where you can write out your own answers to the conversation, practice saying it out loud again and again and again so that you never forget what you've learned and you can really use this vocabulary in real life. The best way to download the worksheet is simply click on the link in the description, enter your name and email address, and voila, just like that, the worksheet will land in your email inbox. And the cool thing is you never have to sign up for worksheets again. I will automatically send you my free PDF worksheets every single week to your email inbox. So sign up once and you will continue receiving them forever. Just click on the link in the description to get today's worksheet right now. Well, thank you so much for learning English with me. Tell me in the comments, are you someone who loves to work out, who loves to exercise, or is it hard for you to get motivated? Let us know in the comments. I can't wait to see what you have to say, and I'll see you next Friday for a new lesson here on my YouTube channel. Bye! But wait, do you want more? I recommend watching this video next, where you will practice speaking with me about education and school, including how to answer the question, what did you major in? What's the best way to answer this? Well, you'll have to watch that video to find out, and I'll see you there.